Um, okay, Shantanu is here. Good. I think I don't know how many of you all know the agenda. Today's second half is going to be by Shantanu. He's going to take us through what he does with straddles and some small tricks and tips that he uses to catch it right. I've had the pleasure of working with him very closely, and I really do enjoy the way he looks at things. That I think it's a good way for all of us to see things. And of course, he has the skill of writing, and it's poetry, which makes it even more interesting. And you can connect to it. Cool. Let's get to this. Okay. Uh, Before that, let me just run it so that we don't waste two multi-denominator Nifty 50 500.251. Done. This thing has to be done. Okay. So jumping into Nifty, I think there's a sort of a little fear that I see of sell and all of these. Let me draw some things that I have noticed. Let me just keep these smart. I'll remove everything else. Okay. So this is the previous low, this is the previous high. The interesting part is if I take it from here, I'm getting this, and if I take it from here, also I'm getting the same, right? Which indicates till 24,800 is broken, market is not bearish, right? The recent swing high and swing low are at 24,800, maximum number of X's and O's printed. As long till this is active, I'm not really, maybe intraday sell and all of that is drama, okay. But positional play, I'm not going to exit most of my positions or anything that happens, right? So there's nothing to worry. The good part is if I see the high pole value of this is 25,300, and if you see the running line is 25,296. So there is multiple supports here at 25,300, which in trading language is called confluence of supports, which makes it very very strong. So anywhere, if you get it anywhere around, I don't think there'll be more selling. I think yesterday itself there was, to a brief point, there was column reversal that happened, but it couldn't sustain. Right? I don't see any more selling. I might be 1,000,000% wrong, but at least in my views, I'm not. I don't expect to see any more selling coming in Nifty at least. Right? Even then, we have a strong support, but positionally, I think 24,800 is my level, below which I will consider the market to be sort of, in a correction phase. Till then, I don't see any reasons why we'll need to, worry about anything. Just keep going and uh, just keep going. I mean, stay invested. We don't need to rush to, get off anything. This is on daily 1%. This is ready and active, boss. There's no two ways to this story. This looks as clean as it can get, probably, right? There is a interesting area here and here, right? Till this level, or even to a large extent, high pole of this level, what is the high pole? 52,800, somewhere around here. Till then, I think this is pretty much active, right? There's quite a bit of support. If this is taken out, go for it. I think it's it looks very healthy. Even if you see this, right? Nifty Bank, ayo, Nifty Bank divided by Nifty 50 daily. Okay, the it's still saying that Nifty Bank is slightly underperforming, but you can probably take this at break of this, right? It is looking good, and there is sort of support here as well. Let's see what this looks. Right now it's there. The resistance is sort of here for the ratio chart, but once this trend line is taken out, I think it's good to go. Right? I don't think there should be a problem. I don't know why 0.25 is acting strange in this, or I don't know if it was a short-term chart issue. Yeah, I think it was a short-term chart issue. Right? It's a four-column triangle. It's a nice four-column triangle forming, and it's sort of the ratio is consolidating. Either ways, I might see there might be a little bit of consolidation and stuff, but I don't see any reasons to be bearish. Right? Uh, I don't know how many of you are practicing. Uh, oh, there are a lot of people. I missed it completely. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear or didn't get any notification. So I don't know how many of you did the checks of the last week finding, right? Uh, which is which is the Renko, the mobile app scanner that we spoke about. If you go to bullish, if you go to two back, you will see oil ETF. Basis that, I went back and I further did a little more checking of mine. You test it with small amounts, of course, and I bought BPCL yesterday, right? If you can also see, you'll find some really interesting, really active ones, and I think that's a very interesting study for us to try and catch any on the day. If you want to do intraday, even if you want to do slightly like a swing trading, you can. That is a two back, right? You can keep the SL below two back and let it run. So generally more than one back, I prefer two back. It gives me slightly deeper consolidation, and then it's ready to run again. So my first preference is there. Okay, where am I running this? It's here, right? Today there is no active this thing, right? I don't see anything going on, so we can consider zero. Let's see what this looks like. I will borrow Mr. Ashish's um, concept, which anyways was there. Let's sort it. 18 to 15, right? You have 23 sectors that are bullish. You have 23 sectors that are bullish and no bearish sectors, right? Very interesting. Though the market is correcting, we're getting more of these. Let me take all the 15s and t- 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 okay, this is. So what are we looking at, right? It is mostly chemicals, industrial, fertilizers, paints, paper, metals, AI, data center, electric, mobility, core housing, oil and gas index. I took BPCL because oil ETF came. If you see here, oil and gas index has come as bullish, right? Auto index, auto, engineering, manufacturing, metals. I think there's pharma as well in this, manufacturing and infrastructure. So these are the ones you can have a look at. For the guys who are joining first time, I'll just randomly do chemicals again. Just a simple process, no complications to it. You can just take define edge chemicals here. and you can see 68. So basically it's a multi time frame. So let it come and let us give it a score. Scores above 15 to 18 are the bullish stocks that I will go further look at, right? See, there are quite a few here from SRF and Jublingra, uh, Apcotex, Small, Navin Fluoride, and all of these are there. Make in India story is in process. Yes, absolutely. I was about to get to that. SRF chart looked really really interesting to me. Let me plot it. It had come in my others as well. Okay, let me remove all this drama. I need the X and DTB. Right? Can you see this series of double tops? Though there came two bearish turtles, but an anchor column took it. This is almost like a super pattern that's here, and there's a continuation, but there's a slight column of O's right now. That is this. Ah, there is column of O's, so this looks good to at the next double top buy or at column reversal. Even Naveen, you can go back and check, and this looks more like a process for you to try and follow, right? If I have to summarize, the market is correcting. Everybody is looking at certain things, but our our scanner study indicates in a simple top down. I have 23 of the 112, so is equal to, let's call this bullish, right? Bullish is 23, total is 112, right? Is equal to this divided by this. See, what does this mean, right? 112 is your 100%. Simple. This is basic math. Now, how many are bullish? 21%. How many are bearish? 0%. Right? Because we don't have any bearish. You have neutral at 79%. So what does this tell me? You need to watch for breakouts in these specific sectors. Otherwise, the market is going to be pretty much neutral. If there are option traders, you can take these neutral and get into Nifty and watch straddles and strangles, which my dear friend is going to speak in a while. You can probably employ that, or there are a few other tricks that you can have a look at, and or your own methods, of course, to use straddles and strangles in bullish breakouts. If the bullish breakouts come in these sectors, you are in the right sector, you're participating in the right sector, which is possibly good. So basically the rule is, you prepare, you do your homework, and you come to keep your stocks and sectors ready. Multiple people want to join this call. Okay. You keep your stocks and sectors ready like this in the weekend, and sectors are ready. So once the sectors are ready, you make a list of these stocks that are there, make them, import them into your view, and then you can run a follow through. The follow through that happens, like, let me show you this. Simple to this one's running. If PNF. So you can come here, for example, let's say you've done all the homework, and Monday you are looking at this, and you come here. Let's say this is one of the groups that you have, and you run, which is a fresh breakout, because there's there may not be anything, or you might get something, right? Let's see if there's somewhere else that we'll get. 28th June. This is the latest one. Okay, what am I saying, or what is my understanding saying? These are the sectors that I need to participate on long. and long, these are the ones. Now I have, let's say 85 stocks. In this case I had 87, right? See, Lumax Industries gave a fresh breakout, bullish breakout on Friday, right? Let me have a look at it. See, it's a nice double top buy. It's a low risk entry. Or if you want to participate in Professor Kaushik's way, you can do a modified hypole. You can probably bring this to here, even if there is a sort of a consolidation here below the hypole of this anchor column. You can probably exit. Either ways, you plan your exit. This is the best way to get to participate in the right sector and get a fresh breakout, as well as you'll get a low risk breakout. If even if I do this, right, it doesn't, sometimes it will give you. See, this ABFRL has come bullish, and you can see this, right? Your entry will be low risk, but what I'm trying to say is, you need to, I mean, we all need to participate. See, Ambuja Cement has given a nice breakout. See this breakout. It's a low risk breakout. You can pick anything, right? As long as you get the process right. There's a very very strong there was a very strong resistance here, which will now act as support at around 575, 580. There was once here, there is twice here, right? So you might get 575, around 575. If you get it around 580, whatever, if you get it, it's good. Otherwise, you can add one position here and hold on, right? So this is the most simple way that you can do. I think I've seen this as well. This also looks very interesting. And if you go back and look, this is at the 45-degree trend line. And like this, you'll get the 2,500, 600 stocks. It will scan in about 15, 20 minutes, and you will be ready. But my recommendation is, do the homework of top down. Keep all the 15 to 18 here. I don't know why this is hidden. What is there here? Okay, keep all the 15 to 18 that are listed for chemicals like this, one row after another, and then you will see there may be some duplicates, of course, because of these mix matches. Remove all the duplicates, get the unique values, and upload it, and then run this. Come to PNS Smart Scanners follow through scanner. You will get fresh entries, and you don't have to keep searching hundreds of stocks for this. This is a full process on its own, and top down is very strong. If you guys see, there was a message yesterday from Define Edge that they've done a course for 1,999 or something like that, which indicates that they're looking at breadth, and the section of that indicates top down. You know, that 2,000 will be worth every penny. To be very honest, I'm also considering just going, spending maybe 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours on it, and having a look at what they're trying, or is there something new that they've come up with, right? This is that 2000 will in fact get you more than what you are looking for. Please do go have a look at it. Hitesh bhai, you're very fast. The See, the big ones are always there. We are the ones who are always contemplating, so please follow the big ones, and we will be better. Right? It's a matter of 1 hour, 1.5 hours you'll spend, but that 2000 will, I think, will be worth it, right? And in that also they have covered top down, which means Definage is also looking at it in a very similar manner as to what we are looking, and of course we can further refine that process, right? That's the whole thing. Uh, Summary before I hand it over to Mr. Bez. Summary: do not short this market. It looks pretty interesting. And though the market has been correcting by point 0.2, point 0.3 for the last two, 3 sessions, what has happened is, you can see it in top down. There is not a single bearish sector. Click on show my screen anyway. What is show my screen? Oh, but it's doing this. Okay, anyways, I'll stop presenting so he can present. Shantanu, you can start presenting. By then, I'll wrap up my summary. Right? Nothing to um, go short on. In fact, 79% is neutral, 21% is bullish. We know the sectors that are bullish. We know where to participate. If you want to go bullish, if you are an option trader, look for neutral positions like straddle strangle, and I think we should be in a better off position. The same way, option buyers can also look at participating in these sectors that are there, right? Don't go looking for other sectors if you are here. Then you may not, it might become like a little bit of momentum stuff that you'll need to hold on to. Okay, if I'm done, if there are no more questions, then we can switch to the master.